Soul Tribe. I'm back again with another message and reading. Welcome YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Divina. Welcome to the Divine Soul Tribe. This is going to be a channeled message, collective message, downloads that I get with a reading. Okay? So, we're going to get straight into it today. The channeled song that I had actually, let me just quickly get myself run down with it out of the way. So, I just done a reading. It was a little bit over the place and I have to do it a bit more structured, but it was first Carmerville Chronicles, first episode. Wow, that was a bit of a meaty one, guys. So I'm going to give you a little update on that, and then maybe I'll post the link for it later. YouTube, it'll be in the playlist. Facebook, I'll post the link. Right, channeled song I got the other day, yesterday. Oh, apologies for not being around yesterday. Hi Claire, apologies for not being around yesterday. I had a bit of an emergency. So, yeah, this will bring me into what I'm talking about, what I'm going to need to talk about. Karmic energies are losing their minds. Absolutely losing their minds. I told you guys before, I'm going to tell you again, I don't generally tend to read for karmic energies. I tend to get, you know, the collective coming through for readings. But just recently I have been getting karmic energies coming through, and I know that spirit sends me karmic energies so that I can get a bit of an insight, so that I can help them as well, because they need help too. Everybody needs, you know, assistance, help, support, you know, when they're going through things. And yeah, when I tell you, like, this lady was in despair, and I couldn't just abandon my post. I couldn't do that. So apologies for not being around yesterday. I needed to be on hand. Anyway, let's get into it. Channeled song, Linger by the Cranberries. So I did what I usually do, and I go and I say usually do, it's my new thing now. I go and read the lyrics. This is you guys, right? Now, I'm going to play the song, but basically what this is about is like, if I let you come back into my life, are you just going to treat me like a fool again? This is what the song is about. Because people get distracted by a nice bit of music and some soft singing, and they don't actually pay attention to the whole song. Most people anyway, like, so, you know, this song is about someone that's been hurt by their partner, or, you know, their counterpart, and she saw them with somebody else, and she's like, you cheated me, blah blah blah. All right, so basically what she's saying is, if I let you come back into my life, are you going to treat me like a fool again? Because you know how I feel about you, and you take advantage of it all the time. So I'm going to play the song in the background. You guys can go and check out the lyrics yourself and see what you think, because, you know, basically this person's a liar, da 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 da. Right, it's a lovely song. Anyway, so let's get into it. So, if you love me, prove it. 4 minutes into the video, and I've only just started talking about that. If you love me, prove it. With this last chance. I didn't even put that in there. I should have put that in there. That will be in the title for YouTube. I don't want this to be too loud. So, this is the energy that's coming through, like, from you guys. You're open, well, the majority of you are open to talking to your person, to giving them one last chance to even explain themselves and If you could return, let it burn, don't let it fade. But it's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart. It's ruining every day. Anyway, I'm not going to get distracted. It's what I would be true. And honey, so did you. Anyway, right. So you're prepared to give them one last chance to prove it. Right? How much they actually love you. Right? And this is the energy that I'm getting through. And don't forget, I speak to a lot of people as well. So it's like, it's generally collective energy. Right? This is the thing, what I'm getting a lot of at the moment is the hesitancy, like, well, I don't know, because like every time, this is the thing, guys, every time you've let them back in to your life, they've done or said something to let you down again, to let themselves down again, and put you right back at square one. But here's the thing, right? Hi, Thomas. I am going to ask this. How many of you are going to actually accept responsibility for allowing them to come back in? Giving them the opportunity, not setting your boundaries. How many of you are going to actually say, you know what? That's my bad. Hi, Billy. That's my bad. I didn't set my boundaries. I didn't set the terms. I didn't tell them this isn't going to fly. That's whatever it was, yeah? And you gave them the opportunity, the space to do whatever it was they did. Because this is one of the things that I keep talking to people about recently. Oh, well, they should have... I am a mind reader. Well, I'm telepathic, right? But I've told you before, and I tell you again, it doesn't work like that. It's not like Suki from True Blood, where she can hear every single word of every person's conversation in their heads. It doesn't work like that. There's none of this, they should know this and they should know that. Have you told them? No. Well, then have a conversation. Right? What do you expect from the connection? What do you expect from the person? What is it you're looking for? Right? This is the thing. You know, a lot of you guys are going to be persistent. Not persistent. You're going to be resistant. Right? And then your person's going to be persistent. Now, all they want is you to listen to them. We talked about this the other day, right? They just want you to listen to them. But they have got a lot of stuff going on in the background. Alright? So you have to be patient. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. But what do you want? Because I'll tell you what I have been getting a lot of is people questioning me about, well, what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen that? What do you think about this? What's going on over there? Do you want them back? Oh, no, I just want to make sure they're still miserable. Why? Why do you want to make sure somebody is in misery? Oh, well, other people have said they're going to come back. I don't even know. I don't even know why it is that's on here. And I just see this couple, this woman's gone, you'll come back to me. And he's gone, she's gone, you always do. I'm not as brave as I was before. Not brave enough to live without you anymore. I don't even know what this is. It's an advert for something. Listen, we will make it back here one day. Look, I'm going to skip that. I don't know what it's an ad for. But at the end of the day, right, I'm not going to go for a whole flipping Cranberries album. I'm going to put that on. Karma Chameleon. Trust me, they're getting some karma right now. I'm just going to do a freestyle Friday. It's Friday. Let's just, yeah. If you love me, prove it, right? Karmic contract. Oh, this is what happened when I did the karma bill, right? This is what came out. Marriage in the reverse with community, right? And mature man was in the reverse. So your person, we'll get into it about this karmic and that unhinged mental state in a minute. Your person that's been in a karmic contract with somebody that made some form of commitment, there's some sort of union with a community in the background, is come to an end because this flew out in the reverse. I don't read reversals, so if it comes out in the reverse, it's because it needs to be read like that, right? And then there's this community. There was a whole heap of stuff that come up with that. Here's the thing, right? So yes, your person could have been in a marriage, could have been in a committed relationship. Just split this love oracle deck and the golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. That's going to be them soon, love bombing you. But here's the thing. This is why the karmic has lost their mind, right? So this union could have been a commitment to this community over here. It did get a bit dark the other day, didn't it, right? I still haven't done that dark corner. It's not dark corner anymore. It's Carnival creatures, clowns and covens, right? They made a commitment or they stepped into some form of a union or contract with a community or with a person. Take it as it resonates. You know your person, you know their situation. Could even be a case if they got into union with a person and then this community followed up behind. I don't know, right? Could have been an arranged marriage. You don't know. Oh, there's a few things coming up. Anyway, they weren't thinking with a logical thinking brain, I'm going to say, because they did this when they was in an immature energy, right? Because I don't read cards in the reversal, but that was in the reverse in the deck, yeah? So that all came out, right? But that's done with, yeah? They've left. The karmics lost their mind, right? Here's the thing. Your person, narcissistic, and the karmic is narcissistic. Because the energies that I've been dealing with, the energies that I've been trying to help and counsel, right? They're thinking right. They are not thinking straight. They're not, right? So here's the thing. Girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I said that anyway, right? At the bottom underneath. Look, that's you and your person, but that's your person and their karmic energy. But that's you and your person, twin flames, right? Anyway. Right, I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Apparently not. Heartbroken. So that's your person, because they're not sure if they can come back towards you, but they're going to make an effort to come towards you. But this is this karmic energy right now. They need to wrap that situation up before they come towards you, right? Because that karmic energy is heartbroken. I like you. That come out in the reverse in that reading. I like you, photograph and wedding rings. Those three cards came out in the reverse, right? So they want to completely forget about the situation that they've been in the past, and they want to wrap that up. Anyway. Camera. Reminiscing, keep seeing perception, learn from the past, make memories. Right, I'm going to sort that out in a minute because I want to get some cards out based on, where's that? Right there. What's the title? If you love me, prove it. Right. So, true love is at the bottom of the deck. worth waiting for. Let's get into this first because it is the title of the video. I'm so sorry, it's 15 minutes in and here we are. Right, true love is worth waiting for. Well, it is. Don't want anything that's rushed, because I tell you what I'm tired of hearing. When? How much longer? Well, you're clearly not healed. Yes, I am. I'm ready now. Okay, you're dealing with an addict that's going into rehab or going into recovery. Yeah, but how long? How long's a piece of string? Yeah, but I'm ready now. Have you ever been addicted to anything? No? Oh, okay. It's not going to happen overnight. Well, I haven't got long. What, have you got an expiration date that's coming up soon? Oh, I don't want to wait that long. Tell them. 3 to 6 months, and that's just to clear the crap out of your system. Oh, that is on the list. No words. Finances and career. Your person is working on their finances and career so that they can come on in for this reconciliation. They are. Right? If you love me, prove it. They're like, I am. I'm out here working hard. So I've got everything you could ever need. But they've also, so that they can reconcile, but they've also got to deal with this past life relationship. They have. I'm telling you, some of them have literally run away from home. Some of them have left the situation amicably or tried to leave it amicably. Some of them have tricked their way out. Manipulated or tricked, I don't know how you put it really. Others weren't living with the person, so they probably just ghosted them. Something. But they tried to disappear, right? There's a small percentage, because a lot of them are just what's the word? Taking their chances, taking their first given opportunity to get out of Dodge. Like, like what I was saying the other day, like, not having the guts to say, look, this isn't working, we've tried everything, it's just, we're going to have to end it. It's obviously not for us. Instead of having that conversation, just wait for the argument. I'm done with this. Right. But for a small percentage of you, your person would have done it in the right way and said, look, this isn't working. I'm not feeling it anymore or whatever. But your person wants to make the effort towards you. But in the meantime, what they're doing is working on their finances and career before they can come in and have this reconciliation, and they are wrapping up past life relationships. They are. Hopefully they're doing it in the right way, but this is what they want initially, as a heart-to-heart conversation. Stay optimistic about your love life, because they don't want to listen. You're saying, and I know that this is what most of you feminines are saying at the moment, if you love me, prove it. I told you before, don't be getting them to jump through hoops, because that's just ridiculous, right? Yeah, don't be getting them to jump through hoops. They might want to take you away, there might be travel involved, they might be living at a distance, but yeah, this is one of my travel cards. So they might have to come and travel towards you, they might want to take you out on a boat, they might want to take you away. Have a conversation first, please. Divine Soul Tribe. Now, some of you might just be not interested, don't want to hear from them, don't want to talk to them, they've done too much, they've pushed and tested their way out of a divine connection, but they are working hard on coming on in to give you, to talk to you, to give you the truth. That's what they want to do, because that keeps coming up. Heart-to-heart conversations is about revealing the truth. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Look, there's that worth waiting for again. With religious factors at the bottom. And this is about your spiritual journey. Some of you, it might be, about your religious beliefs, systems. Look, Kylie Minogue, can't get you out of my head. Only 20 minutes in. Look, they're working on their wounded inner child. Now, for some of you, there may well be children in the background, because in that karmic situation, there was there could have been a marriage, committed relationship, yada, yada, yada. There might well be children, but for me, at this point in time, this is them working on their wounded inner child, right? So it's not just their finances and career they're working on their wounded inner child, because they're healing. They want commitment with you. And look, they've been holding back until they feel that it's the right time. That's my narcissist. Look. They know they need to let go of their control issues, so they're going to try to let things unfold naturally. They're going to shoot their shot, right? That they've been holding back until they feel like they're stable enough to come towards you, right, for a reconciliation. They've got to deal with this past life relationship, this relationship in the past, before they can even so much as come towards you for a conversation, right? As well as that past life relationship, there might well be children in there, but they're working on their wounded inner child. If you so wish to be with your God-ordained spouse, it's worth waiting for, all right? Hi, Sophia. But they want commitment. They're holding back until they can come on in and give you that. Because look, if you look at the card, that is a married couple walking away. It's time to disconnect from the world. So again, it comes back to that honeymoon card. You could be going away with your person because they're finding it difficult to stay away from you. They are. I'm just going to see what else comes up. Let your friends help you. Right, so they've probably been talking to their friends or seeking some form of advice on how to come towards you. Right, but again, that could be part of that could be community that's been keeping them back, so they might well be retreating from that community, because that just come up as well. I was only going to get one more, but they're praying to God that they can have another chance with you, right, that they can at least have this conversation. So here's the question. Are you going to be reluctant to let them come on in and at least explain themselves? Because here, they're out here, and I told you this before, working really hard, trying to fix themselves, trying to get some money in the bank, probably moving. Hi, Steve. They're probably moving, trying to get themselves set up, right? Get away from, their past life relationships, their community that's held them back, right? Now, they want to be ready so that if they've got addictions, they're working on that. If they've got any sneaky links or anything like that, ego strokers, karmic situations, any of that, they're wrapping it all up. They are not leaving anything to chance. They don't want anything to come on in or pop up at a later date. This is why they want that heart-to-heart conversation with you, because they want to clear the air. That they know that they have to come on in and tell you the truth. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. They want to explore this connection with you. They do. No, now or never. I'm coming correct this time. I'm sorry I took you for granted. I'm struggling without you in my life. So a lot of you have cut your person off, but we talked about this the other day. I am going to get into it with this karmic energy, because I do feel like there's going to be some other stuff that comes up, right? And it is a big part of what's going on in the background. Can we talk? Can you? Are you going to be open to talking to your person? Let's have a look. hurt people hurt people. Now, this is where you need to be careful with this karmic energies, because I'm being 100% serious with you guys. Look, you're a healer. Your person could be a healer when they're not in their distorted energy. But that's you, healers. Here we are, look. I want to open up, but I get so scared that you may reject me. Now, this is the thing. I told you this before. This come up the other day. I needed to learn some tough lessons. Yes, they did. Listen, it is a bit messy and unstructured, my first Karmaville episode. But I'll post the link once it's uploaded later. I'll post the link to Facebook. Watch it. You should see what came out in there. I could have gone for it. Let's leave it. Got things to do. Right? Needed to learn some tough. They miss your smile and laugh. They definitely did need to learn some tough lessons. Just get one more from this deck. I'll shuffle them. Right. Oh no, what we have is rare and special. See what comes through. That's just a yes or no, and that's a yes. So whatever the answer, whatever question you're asking, yes is the answer. I'll put that up there. Let's just get one out of here. That one. What is on it, you ask? I'm healing now. Please be patient with me. What did I say? Unwanted pregnancy, but we're not going to get into that. That's the whole Karmaville situation. I'm insecure. Your unconditional love is helping me believe in myself. I'm not going to, because I could be here all night. Anyway. Put that there. Right. So heart-to-heart conversations. They want to open up. Are you prepared to listen? Without judgment. Because this is the thing. A lot of you guys are going to... because if you have not... Oh, I can't with this. Sorry, excuse me a second. If you have not dealt with your insecurities, your low self-esteem, your low self-worth, and your abandonment issues, you're not ready to listen to your person. Because if you're still in this energy, I need to know why they left me. Why did you choose that situation, that person, that thing, that place, whatever it is over me? It could be a job. It could be a friend. It could be their family members, you know, their relatives. It could be a karmic situation. It could have been a sneaky link. It could have been it could have been a number of different things. But if you're still in that energy of why did you choose them over me? Was I not good enough? You're not ready to have the conversation. You're not. Because if you're not in a space where you can't see that they chose the path of least resistance over you, somebody that would hold them accountable to their actions, because let's not forget, Divine Soul Tribers, you set boundaries. You told them you wouldn't tolerate their nonsense, right? You told them that their ish wasn't going to fly round by you. You made them face themselves, right? So it wasn't a case of picking anything or anybody or any place over you. It was a case of doing what was easy for them, doing what they could get away with. That's what it was. Yeah. Now that's something else that's been coming up as well, right? Hi, Bubs. There's something else that's been coming up as well, right? Oh, you hear it? Why did they choose that person over me? Is that person better? No. That person wasn't or isn't better than you. Here's the thing. Hi, beautiful. Here's the thing. That person did exactly what they wanted for a time until they realised it was a trick. And in your person's head, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is great, this person will do whatever I want, da 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 da. I can get away with this, I can get away with that, I can tell him to do this, I can tell him to do that, and then but that person would do that for anyone if they can get what they want out of them. So your person's now coming to realise that you would do anything for them, but you'd only do that for them, not the world and his wife, just to get what you want out of them, because the only thing you want out of them are things that money can't buy, that other people can't see. You know, like honesty, respect, common decency, consistency, you know, basic things. To be treated like you matter, not being put on a pedestal in a superficial way because you make life easy for them, and that's what they went for. Somebody that made life seemingly easy for them. Jezebel's spirit lured them in. Did. Anyway, so your person needs to come on in and confess everything to you. Right, I got my supernatural deck out earlier and it did spill some tea. So I'm going to use this for a hot minute to get some cards for this one. I want to open up, but I get so scared that you may reject me. Oh, I wouldn't do that, I hear you say, but you don't know what they're going to open up about. Are you open and willing to listen? That's the question. Without judgment, at Four of Wands. They want something stable, but again, that's like a marriage card. That's, you know, so... See, this is the thing, right? You see cards like that, and readers will see it. It's 11:11 at night, right? Some readers will see cards like that and be like, oh yeah, it's home, marriage, da 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 da. This is what I was picking up earlier. I think I said this at the beginning of the video. I'm only 30 minutes in now. Let's get into it, right? Yes, they could have been in a marriage, but they could have been committed to this community. This community could be in a group, a clan, a society, a coven, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship or a marriage with another person. I mean, yes, it could be, more than likely is, but that could be an arranged marriage by the community. It could have been like just representative of the union within this, or the commitment to this, right? So the marriage card could be something that that they were committed to, or well, yeah, someone. Doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage, but it could be indicative of a home life situation. So it could be family, like relatives, right? The devil made me do it. That's the Knight of Swords. Telling you, your person's coming on in fast. It's going to be like, where's it come from? That's what it's going to be like. That's that Four of Pentacles. That's the karmic situation, holding on. But that's also your person holding back, but not letting go of the connection with you. I want to open up, but I get so scared that you may reject me. There's the Knight of Swords, that your Emperor, your divine masculine, your masculine counterpart is wanting to come on in fast and talk to you. Now the thing is with the Knight of Swords is he comes in fast, he's got a lot to say for himself, right? Now that's my Casper of the deck, right? The one that comes in fast, got a lot to say for himself, and then disappears into the background, right? So, but this time they want to stop and talk, because they want heart-to-heart conversations to talk about reconciliation. They've been practicing. They've been praying to God that they can get another chance. They've been working hard on everything that they need to do, including their recovery, so that they can come on in with you and explore this connection. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And there's that bloody honeymoon. There's that honeymoon card again, and new love underneath that. And it is safe for you to love. That's them working on their wounded inner child so that they can come on in and offer you and give you a new love offer, right? Not some distorted, dusty ass energy. Pay for that, right? Trying to see what they can get, because I don't know if it came up earlier. I'm sorry for taking you for granted, right? They want to come on in and explore this connection, right? And they're gonna come on in fast. That's the night. Look, okay, right, I'll tell you what this is. It's a good job I use this deck, actually, because this is gonna get right into it. The devil made me do it. So that is them talking about their attachments, their addictions, let's say, right? So they're gonna come on in fast, but it's because it's going to be a case of they'll see their window of opportunity and they'll strike, right? It's like, I don't know if I said it in this video or the last one, right? It's like, that's the last one I did. Literally, like, they're coming in fast, right? Even though they've been taking their time, they've been working on themselves, they've been doing this, doing that, they don't know when the right time is. And it is like, you know, when you don't want your dog to get out, because every time the door's open, straight out the door, you've got to chase them down the street. It's going to be like that. They'll see the doors open, they'll be like, that's my opportunity, let me do it. Yeah, it's like rip the plaster off situation. I keep telling you this, but here's the thing. The reason that it's been a long time coming, hi Stephanie! The reason that it's been a long time coming, now this is a high level demon in the supernatural show, right? The yellow-eyed demon that killed their mother and Sam's girlfriend, right? Now, this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, the slowest moving energy in the deck, to be fair. Now, when this one lands, you're right, gorgeous. When this one lands, they generally, when they get off the horse, they come in as the king. They want a brand new, passionate beginning. They've taken their time and they've held back because they wanted to make sure everything in the background was sorted, especially that past life situation, that past life relationship, that karmic energy. I'm telling you, you do not want that karmic energy following them. Because, listen, some of them would have left their situations properly, like I said earlier. Others of them would have dipped. I said this to you the other night, they would have just dipped out, right? Because listen, it has come to my attention that there have been some of them that have just left without a word. Yeah? Gone for that proverbial packet of cigarettes or that pint of milk or that loaf of bread, whatever it is, or popped off to work, didn't come home. Some of them just left, like, without a trace, you know, missing persons report's been filed and everything. Some of them have ghosted the person that they was with because they weren't living with them. It was probably just up each other's backsides all the time. They weren't living with them, so what they did was they got themselves set up somewhere else, right? See, this is it. All the stories are coming in now. Some of them, what they would have done, yeah, they would have got themselves set up somewhere else, right? And then ghosted. Once they knew they were completely gone, the person didn't know where they are, none of that. They probably changed their number, changed their job, and moved and dipped. Didn't tell no one, nothing, and gone. And they disappeared without a trace. FBI right? But they've taken their time to get everything in order. That's what the Knight of Pentacles does. Crosses the T's, dots the I's, makes sure everything is set. So that when they're ready to go, right? So as soon as their opportunity, in they come. Yeah? Because they want that brand new passionate beginning with you. They're going to seize the opportunity as soon as it comes their way because they're ready now. This is the energy I'm getting. They're ready. They're just scared that you might not, that you might reject them. Yeah? Now, that's why they're waiting to see. I'm just going to shoot my shot. Just going to see. Yeah? Because they've been healing. That's the eight. That's the eight of pent. Right, that's the star card, right? Here's the thing. That's the son of the devil, right? However, he was like Jack, his name was in the show. He was like neutral, right? So here's the thing. He had the potential to be good or evil. He could have gone either way. But he could potentially heal the darker energy should he go to the light side. That's why, because he was a symbol of hope, right? His presence on earth was like that symbol of hope, right? So that's why he's the star card. This is what your person's been doing. They've been healing because you're their wish fulfillment. They've been praying to God for you, right? So they're going to take the opportunity when it arises, yeah, to passionately come on in because they have been healing. They've healed enough to make that move, right? They've done the work. They've been working on their wounded inner child. That's the Six of Cups, right? Eight of Swords, because they felt trapped for long enough. That's why they've left their situations. Like I said, some of them would have done a sneaky thing and done a ghosting situation. Others would have just left without a trace. Well, that's still without a trace, isn't it? Others would have like waited for an argument or created one. You know how a lot of them do that, like, you know, create situations so they can bugger off out for the weekend and stuff like that. You know, all the narc tactics, right? You know, I've had enough. We don't get on. I'm sick of this ish. I'm done with you. Blah blah blah. And then it would have been like a number of weeks or months or whatever later. You know, letting that person know, I'm done with you. I don't want nothing else to do with you. I told you it's over. Oh, it was just a silly. Oh no. I'm taking my leave of the situation. Very small percentage, and this is the thing. Unfortunately, this is the thing. A very small percentage of your counterparts would have done it in the right way and had the right conversation. Right. Either way, take it as it resonates. Everybody's situation is different. But they've worked really hard on their inner child and their healing so that they can be ready for the opportunity when it arises. Okay? Because they were trapped in this committed relationship. Here's the joke. That's the Grim Reaper. Well, this is the Hierophant card, but that's the Grim Reaper. So the situation was already dead. Even though they committed to it, it was never going anywhere. There was no life in it. It was a karmic situation, right? Whether it was a marriage, a relationship, a community that they got themselves caught up in, group, clan, society, coven, gang, whatever. Take it as it resonates. I mean, it could just be their evil family, because that evil family members used to come up quite a bit, and that was coming up the other day. When I didn't have the time, I couldn't get into it. You know, banter, right? They let it all come out when I ain't got the time to do it. But you can't make it up, right? She was a Grim Reaper in the show, and I'm pretty sure she got promoted to death, right? But look, she's carrying the sickle, yeah? Even though that's the Hierophant. I mean, that could be even indicative of the groups that they got themselves caught up in, or group, whatever, you know. Yeah, but they were trapped in a dead-end relationship. That's how I'm seeing it. They were trapped in a dead-end situation. There was nowhere for it to go. It couldn't grow. There was no life in it. It was dead. Yeah? Now they want to come in and commit to you. Look, Two of Cups. I mean, some of them might have been in a same-sex relationship. You might be in a same-sex relationship. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't really matter. This is the Two of Cups, right? Obviously, it's two men. It doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant, to be honest. It's about energy. So, this is about spiritual union, the Two of Cups. See what's going on under there? Look, the Seven of Swords. because they know that they were deceived. They know they were deceived. And they deceived you. They deceived you and your connection, right, for something that didn't have any life in it. They got themselves trapped, right, in something that had no life in it. They deceived you, right, and they betrayed your connection, your spiritual union, for something that had no life, that couldn't grow. Dead things don't grow. There's the hermit card, so they probably ghosted the situation instead of having the courage to do the right thing. Yeah, look, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. They walked away from that situation. They ghosted it because they knew, because it left them empty and depleted. Empty and depleted. So they had to walk away from that situation, right, to go and heal. Because the thing is, we know that a lot of them were under some sort of spell work. Some of them might have been fully aware that they was messing around with somebody that had ties to that sort of ish. Some of them might have been involved in that sort of ish. Take it as it resonates. But they walked away from that situation there. Look, closed out karmic cycles. That's the World card, right? The Ace of Pentacles, so they can have a brand new stable beginning with you, so that they can grow something stable with you. Let's just shuffle. That's too many. The Eight of Wands. Incoming communication. That's the Page of Wands. There you go. Just see the Eight of Wands. That's the Page of Wands. So some good news is coming in towards you. I told you, your person's just going to take the opportunity when they see it or when they feel it's the right time to take a leap of faith. And that's the Ace of Swords. Come and tell you the truth. They're going to reach out and come towards you to tell you the truth. And that's the truth. That's the Four of Cups. Because they don't want to miss out on this opportunity, this gift from God. At the very least, all they want to do is talk to you. Well, that's the Queen of Cups. Right, so that's the ten of swords, right? That is that's them diving into the pit of hell, right? I can't remember what series that is. Series 2, 3. I think it's at the end of series 2 or 3. They end up opening the gates of hell and they have to jump in to the pits of hell. That's the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups this particular character in the show wasn't this way inclined. However, this is the supernatural deck. That's them jumping into the pits of hell. And that's showing up with the Queen of Cups. This emotionally manipulative female, right? Is the reason why they betrayed you. They betrayed the connection. They stabbed you in the back. They turned you over, right? But that's what happened to them. That's what karma is. And they feel like a fool. So now they took a leap of faith to get out of that situation. They did. Because they've had enough. Like I said, some of them dipped. Some of them ghosted. But they dipped in the process. Because they know, I'll tell you what as well, the ones that are dealing with anybody that's involved in any magical practice, anything like that, some of them aren't even involved in magical practice, they're unhinged. I've been speaking to these people. And they need counselling too, they need bringing back to the light, but they're unhinged. Because that's the thing, like I just said. They took up with somebody that was easy to they thought was easy to manipulate, that would do anything for them, do anything for anyone, as long as it got them what they wanted. You're not special. Anyway, they found that they were manipulated, like I said the other day. Narc on narc. That's what you get. But they took their power back, right? Because that's God in the show, right? Because obviously he's a powerful magician. He's got the power to change anything at his will, yeah? But this is your person taking their power back and taking ownership and rulership of their own life after being manipulated. By this one, he took them onto a descent to hell. Yeah, because look, that's the two of Pentacles, juggling things, juggling juggling the connection, juggling their life. They're tired of that. They want to balance things out now. Can't make this up. So that's the Ace of Cups. They want a brand new beginning in love with you, if you'll have them, right? That's the Page of Cups. So they're sorry. They want to come in and they want to tell you how they feel about you, about the connection. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. In the show, this one here is obsessed with Sam. And somehow Sam ends up around or something. I don't know. I can't remember what episode it was. But all I remember is she has a love potion. It's funny, you know, because you see me shuffling the cards and these two came out together when I just done the Karmaville one, right? This, she puts a love spell on Sam while she puts something in his drink, right? She keeps feeding it, and I don't know how many times I keep telling you about this stuff, right? She got him love drunk, right? I don't know what potion it was. She used some sort of potion, yeah, to keep him stuck. But that's not the case anymore. Your person's no longer drinking the Kool-Aid because I told you they dipped, right? But this is how your person feels. They're love drunk. And they just want to come on in. They want to apologise sincerely, right, and offer you this cup of love. Now, for some of you, you have to be mindful because, like I've said to you, look, I'm healing now. Please be patient with me. Yes, you're dealing with addicts. You are. But you're also dealing with somebody, and this is not everybody, so you don't try to make it fit, but you're also dealing with somebody that's recovering from being under spell work. And that's just as toxic as drugs and alcohol and sex with dirty people full of demons. Detoxifying is detoxifying, regardless of what you're detoxing from. So just be very careful with your person, because I'm not giving them an excuse, I'm not giving them a free pass, but to a certain degree they are going to be vulnerable because they don't know what it's like to be sober. Because if they're not drunk or on drugs, they're high off sex, or they're sex demons, or gambling, or whatever it is, or just at the very least, well, yeah, maybe lotions as well, you know, absorbing that stuff into their skin, but at the very least, potions and food. But that cup of love right there is just for you. They don't want to be left out in the cold. And they're not about to miss out on this opportunity, because that's the Four of Cups. They're not. It's come up earlier, but it come up in the beginning. Look. How are these cards still together? You've seen me shuffle. Look. That's that karmic energy. Look at the state of her. Look at the state of her. That's Three of Cups, third party situations. That's Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. They're heartbroken that they ever entertained this one out here, right? And put you in a third party situation. They are. Look at the state of her. That's what state, right, these karmic energies are in. Look, desperate state of it. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what they're like. I was speaking to him. Look at her. No other eye. Be mindful. If your person is out there in the background and you haven't heard from them, or you've just heard from them a little bit and they're like, oh yeah, give me a little bit of time, blah, 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 I've got this to do, I've got that to do. This is the sort of energy they're trying to get away from. That. I literally spoke to somebody that was more than ready to shoot somebody. And I'm not talking with a BB gun or a water gun. I'm talking real time things out here. Shoot. Unhinged, right? So let your person do what they've got to do to be clear of them energies, because you don't want it. You do not want it. Your person, this could be the karmic watching, because I'm telling you, for a lot of you, the karmic energy or energies, plural, they could be knowing about you. A lot of them do know about you. They know who you are, so they'll be watching you to see what you're doing, to see if you're with that person, right? I'm telling you, some of these karmic energies out here, don't get it twisted. They are on it. On it. Like I'm telling you, they'll know your name, they'll know your address, they'll know where you work, what car you drive, who your friends are, where your parents live. They're obsessed with your person, right? Obsessed. So just be mindful, because we're not talking just about, because let's not forget, we're not just talking about an ex-romantic partner. Could be friends, family members. Don't forget, we've got groups, clans, societies, gangs, whatever it is, right? Even relatives, because like I said, that could be an arranged marriage or the potential arranged marriage. There's a lot of different storylines opening up out here. That's the Temperance card. So they're biding their time, but as soon as they see it's the right time and opportunity, they're coming on in. There's the Eight of Wands again. They want communicate. They want to communicate with you. Look, that's the Six of Pentacles. They want to balance things out. Look, because they've had the Tower moment, and this here, that is God's sister Amara, the darkness, right? Not in an evil way. She just is. You can't have light without dark, right? She just is, yeah. But she can, when she gets upset, think bad things can happen, yeah. But some towers are not there to cause major disruption. It's just enough to clear your pathway. Right? Communication's coming on in because your person wants to balance things out with you. They've had their Tower moment. Look, there you go, the Two of Pentacles. That's for balance. They want to balance things out by coming on in to tell you the truth. That's the Ace of Swords. But they've had to cut things, people, places and things out of their life. Things that had a hold on them. Addictions. Yeah? They've had to take a time out so that they can look at things from a different perspective and come at things from a different perspective. Because the direction that they were coming in from and the angle that they would come towards you at doesn't work. It's a tired, outdated tactic. It's the word I'm looking for. As the King of Wands, focused and ready to take action. What for? For his Empress. Release their burdens. How are these cards still together? They were together in the last reading. Releasing their burdens and coming towards you despite the fact that you've got your defences up. But action they're going to take, because that's the Chariot, right? 7-7, that's Ascension. they don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't. And they certainly don't. They don't want to be left depleted. Again, another 7. 7 of Pentacles. They made some bad investments in the past, and don't worry, they can see where they went wrong. That's the Judgment card. And they're going to do things better and different this time. Because they want a happy, stable home life with you. They want to build a legacy with you. And they're ready to collaborate. That's the 3 of Pentacles. But they had to get away from this sorceress. That fed them an illusion of a happy home life, a happy ever after. Again with that 2 of Pentacles. And all it was they kept them juggling. There was nothing stable, it was always up and down. It was an illusion. The Queen of Wands, yes, she's alluring, she's confident, she's sexy. She's got her ish together. She can run things. She's a very successful businesswoman. She's got a lot of business ideas. Right? She's very creative. She's also a sorceress. She's also a spiritual warrioress. Right? That created the illusion of a happy life. Happy ever after. Your cup runneth over. Emotional contentment. There's 10-10. End of that situation. They're done with that. Because they're tired of juggling things. This is the Queen of Pentacles. They want to come towards you. Somebody who gives the energy of nurturing, commitment. Somebody that can run a home and a business and a happy relationship. Something stable. No more of this juggling. There's that Judgment card again. They're judging themselves harshly at this point. Here's the thing. No, that's not. They still feel like a fool. I do feel like there's some form of judgment being called. Not just, it's an hour and 2 minutes. Do you know what? I was going to be like, I'm going to finish now. I don't care. I've got a lot to say. I haven't been out here for a while. So for some of you, that courthouse again. So for some of you, there may well have been a karmic child made in the background, right? That they need to sort things out with, so they couldn't have dipped. So some of them they wouldn't have been able to just dip out like I said. Others would have had to stay behind and sort things out properly. Look, there's that flipping high priestess. I'm telling you, there's been spell work involved. I don't know how many times I've had to tell you that in the past. Well, we know that anyway. So for some of you, there would have been a child involved, or there is a child involved, right? Because that ten of Pentacles is a family, mother and child, mother and son. So June or July could be significant, right? Number 67, the 6th of July, the 7th of June, could be somebody's birthday. Take it as it resonates. 343. That's a 10, isn't it? Adds up to a 10. Anyway, I don't want these cards all over the place. So yeah, there could be a look, you literally can't make it up. I was just trying to make it more even. There might be some custody battles about to commence because this courthouse was showing itself, so I took it out and I kept seeing it anyway. Courthouse. I did start to say that when the Judgment card came out. There's 2 pieces of paper on there, so judgment's being called on 2 separate things. So your person could have done something illegal or been involved in something illegal that it requires some sort of paperwork. Now, for some of you that are in different countries, you might have to legally file for separation. Well, I think you have to do that over here anyway. But division of assets, certain things like that. Some form of contract paperwork. So some of you might have custody battles upcoming, or your partner, your person, whatever. Take it as it resonates, because there's that child. But again, this is your person dealing. Yeah, there you go. There's your person dealing with their wounded inner child. This mature woman. Somebody's mother. Or somebody in that kind of position in somebody's life, right? That's had a hold on that person. This was coming out the other day. Had a hold on this person ever since they was a child. And in the distant horizons, your person is due to become a wealthy man. But that comes back in to that channeled message I got back in January, February time. Excuse me. About someone in the collective, your person or you, take it as it resonates. The mother or somebody in a maternal position knew about this child, about this special child coming on in to the family line, that was going to be wealthy, that was going to be held in high honour. And they were trying to steal from that child. But they've got a message of concern. Because, look, there's a lot of concern out here. 33rd degree Mason. I can't not see it as that anymore. Made it their job to steal from that child. But look, coughing. So that situation's come to an end. Lover's card. Because there's been a change. Got a moth down there. Wonder what that means. Apart from the fact that I got a moth in the house. Oh, right, there's been a change, right? And now these karmic energies are in despair. But you're out here expecting, after all your hard work, to continue on your journey. Because you've kept a clean house. And you're expecting a message as well. Because you're definitely on your pathway. Your person's on their pathway. All of that karmic stuff, it's a wrap. Been telling you. Judgment has been called. You're about to get a gift. And your main male is coming on in. But look, after feeling trapped by this person who tried to make out that they was the main female, they tried to make out that they was official person, but here's the thing, they was false person, right? This official person could be like a solicitor, lawyer, somebody in high standing, because it goes back to that 33rd degree Mason, because when they have those get-togethers, they like wearing red coats. Now, it's the family room, unexpected income, courtship. They've been talking about this in the family room. It's unexpected income. Unexpected income. What is that? With this sudden wealth. They was, that's your person getting their gifts and then coming towards you to court you. And this is something that they're talking about, because quite possibly they're feeling trapped because your person is evolving to an official person and they're coming towards you. This unexpected income is for you. Yes, you're expecting it, but you're not expecting it. You won't. When it lands, it'll be. You're expecting it, but you're not expecting it. You know them things. Oh, you're here then. You know, it's like I said this to somebody the other day. Yeah, because look, sudden wealth. The income is your person coming on in after they have been elevated to official person status. Right, you're going to get sudden wealth. Or then those people in the background get their flipping bad health and poverty. Listen. This is what I was said to somebody the other day. I said, look, right? When they're like, I want a date. I want to know when. Da, 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 da. I said, hang on a minute. I said, when you're pregnant with a child, I said, the doctor tells you you can expect the child between this time and that time, right? When you're pregnant, you don't, and they say, when's the baby due? Oh, I'm expecting around this time, yeah? You're expecting, right? Baby turns up when they turn up, unless, of course, you have a C-section, right? That's regardless, right? So, this is coming on in, but after your person has evolved and I don't want to say graduated because that's not really the right word, but evolved to official person status, right? That was your person left like this by those people, right? In poverty, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, which leads to bad physical health anyway, which we know, right? Now, they had to get away from these people so that they could grow and evolve. Get back to that. Get to this status of official person, right? So that they can arrive and court you. That's what they're going to do. They're going to court you. So they're out here thinking about this privileged lady and the great fortune that comes from being with this privileged lady. I want some of these cards now. I didn't say the sweary word. I just made the noise that sounded similar. You literally cannot make this up. You watched me split the deck. Karmic relationship. And both. Receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure, issues. What have we literally just been sat here talking about? This energy is getting closed out. If you love me, prove it. They are going to wrap up all these situations that have been occurring in the background because, like I said, it's not just a relationship or a sneaky link or, you know, this body, that body here, da 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 da. It's groups, it's communities, it's friends, family members, co-workers, all kinds of different situations, drugs, alcohol, addictions that they need to be dealing with. Keys on a ring. Put many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Karmic relationship still at the bottom. That's probably how they ended up in that situation with that mentally unhinged person. One night stand that turned into 6, 12, 18 to 2 years, 3, God knows how long, many months and years worth of hell. But they're ending that. They've got no choice because it's done out here. Told you, a lot of them done a runner. Self-indulgence. Again, that's what got them in this situation. They're healing from all of this. Focus on self. That's you guys. Self-worth, time to heal, shadow work. That's them. Self-appreciation. This is what they're doing in the background whilst what you can't see, right? To prove that they love you. For some of you, your person's actually divorcing or emancipating themselves or taking people to court or taking, court situations so that they can legally, they've got paperwork to prove whatever they need to prove. they're ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Kisses. Sword and the rose. Clarity, that's for clarity. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honour, protection and power. They're protected. Listen, if they're staying away from you at this point in time, it's not just because they're working on all of this, but for some of you, it's because they're protecting you. And I promise you, they are protecting you. Because of some of the energy that some of the energies that I've been talking to, trying to help heal, is anything to go by, I promise you, they are protecting you. I'm so glad. Kisses. This is all they want to do. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. They just want to come on in and give you kisses. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. That's where they want to start. Just a coffee, just a chat. Well, it won't be just a chat, it'll be a heart-to-heart conversation. Nothing over the top, nothing too much. They just want to, and don't take it the wrong way, they just want to keep it casual. They don't want to put any pressure on you, because when they do come on in, yes, they're overwhelmed, right? They've never genuinely felt love for anybody. They might have been out here feeling affection for somebody, or I really like them, you know, but whoever it was that they really liked appealed to their narcissistic personality, fed into that. So, but with you, like I said before, they've had that tower moment. Everything come crashing down around them. Oh, look, healing heart, just stabbed in the back. Right? And the only thing that they were left with was how they felt about you. That was the only thing that never changed. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. It's what they're doing out here. Ascending. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception. They're mending themselves, not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. That's all they had with that karmic situation. That is what they had. This is what they want, wedding rings with you, because they're coming away from that addiction. Union, wedding, marriage, acts, breakup. I tell you what they are doing, they're breaking up with that damn devil. That's what they're doing, because they're ascending. Abundance. Love call. I'm not going to keep going with this deck now, because otherwise you just think. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. Right? Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. How are we going to close this out? Because I don't want. Oh, and use this. That. Shaman. That. No, actually, I want that forest deck. I love this deck. I don't use it often enough. Right, so the angel oracles. Right. Green is at the bottom. I'm sure that was at the bottom the other day. Cosmic consciousness, breathe, sacred geometry. Expect a phone call. I said this to you the other day. First eye, clairvoyance. You already know Wagwan. Mugwort, rites of passage. You had to go through this. They had to go through this. Why? Would you have learned what you've learned if you hadn't? Would you? New moon, waxing moon. Conception, inner self-expansion. You had to go within. You saw that jump out. That's the angels. The angels are with you. Psychic abilities and behaviour patterns. Your psychic abilities are growing and your behaviour patterns are changing. Because you're changing, you're growing. Your person's recognising their toxic behaviour patterns with the support and guidance of their angels, because they've made the necessary moves, they've taken the necessary steps to move forward and grow and evolve, right? Emotions, initiation, rejuvenation, initiation. They've been initiated, they're being initiated, right? Purity. Manifesting dreams. I'm going to try to stop banging things. So that's turned the wrong way round. Power. Happiness. I'll see that there's a lot actually. Bluebird. Blue tips there. Purity again. Right, you can't make this up. Your person is detoxing. You're detoxing as well. Refuge. They're seeking refuge with the angels. Happiness. Purity again. I'm taking it. Can't keep trying to get something different out. Letting go. And manifesting dreams has come to the back to the bottom. Right, I'm gonna end out here with that, but obviously a namaste card. Right, so purity. Yeah? Your person took their power back. You're taking your power back. If you love me, prove it. That's the name of the episode. If you love me, prove it. This is what they're doing. I'm telling you. They're not just sitting there twiddling their thumbs, hoping that everything will just come to fruition because they're out here trying to manifest their dreams. They're taking action. They're not just chit-chat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Da-da-da-da. When I tell you they've been working in the background, they've been working in the background. That not... Look. Well, you can't. This Knight of Pentacles was literally just poking out the bottom, and I put these cards together, poking out the bottom, and it's literally going through my head. They've taken their time in the background to do what needs to be done, so that when they get that opportunity to come on in, they'll do it straight away. As soon as they get that opportunity, boom, they're coming in, right? They took their power back because they were under a spell. For the majority of them, they were under some sort of spell. At the very bottom end of it, they was being manipulated, right? But they were drinking damn Kool-Aid. Anyway, that's besides the point. So they took their power back. They let go. And to a certain degree, you guys let go. But you know what? You let go so that what is it they say? If you let something go, you've got to let things go. And then if it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, then it was never meant to be. Right? What if they don't go? What if they don't? At least you've let go of something that was hurting you. They're coming back though. But they aren't going to do it until they're pure. They see you as pure. That's why they want to be on that same frequency as you. That's why they've let go of all those things with the help of the angels, so that they can recognize their toxic behavior patterns and grow their psychic abilities. And they've been swimming in their emotions instead of avoiding them. Part of their initiation process into this pure energy. And they've had the angels with them. And now they can start manifesting their dreams. And their dreams involve you. Their feelings are real and worth exploring. You know how you feel. Yes, you're going to be hesitant because of all the things that have happened in the past. Look at the Cranberry song. If you could return. Wrote it down. If you could return, don't let it burn, don't let it fade. I'm sure I'm not being rude, but it's just your attitude. 'Cause they every time in the past they've come on in, every time you've let them come on in, they've messed up. They've slunk off into the background, messing around with a third party, a sneaky link, a one-night stand, getting veered off to the left. Oh, that looks nice, shiny. But you fell in too deep way too soon, early on. Oh, well, maybe not so early on, but, you know, whatever. And you kept giving them opportunity after opportunity until you said enough's enough. I'm not doing it anymore, Snip. Off you pop. I'm not doing it. Right. But to a certain degree, you were wrapped around their fingers. Tables have turned now. Listen, I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong, but I was wrong. But see, yes, that was you at one point, but that's them. They always thought the world of you. They always knew that you were the one for them. They always knew that you were special. But because you made them nervous, because you wouldn't tolerate their nonsense, right? They had to try and exert some sort of power over you and bring you down to their level. And when that didn't work and you walked away, and you really walked away, they realised that they was wrong. So they went over there to something that was easy, or so they thought. But they kept you on hold while they did that, or they thought they did. Snip. Right? And then you're like, well, if you can get by without trying to lie, things wouldn't be so confused, and you wouldn't feel so used. But this is the thing, this is the line. But you always really knew, I just want to be with you. So they've always really wanted to be with you, but on their terms. Now they realise they can't play them games. They've had to strip themselves of those bad behaviour patterns that are being recognised. And they're realising that what they thought they wanted isn't exactly what they really need. No. So they've gone and done the work. I love these cards. Right. So this is the Namaste card, because I've got to close this out. 2 days worth of time now. A blessing woven in truth. Have the courage to speak your truth, and a heavy burden will be lifted. It is best that everyone involved know where they stand. The truth will set both you and others free. This is a blessing for all concerned, but most of all for you, dear one. Can't make it up. I just split the deck. Blessings from your soul. You are a radiant being with many unique talents. Look with the eyes of love and you will see this. Feel the creative power within you and the blessings pouring in as the healing light of your soul flows into every part of you. On that note, my beautiful Divine Soul Tribe, if you're still here. I know it was a long one. I should be back again tomorrow. Right, so I'm going to close it out now. Until next time. Oh! YouTubers, if you enjoyed that, please like the video and subscribe if you would like to join the Divine Soul Tribe. Share if you like. Comment, I would like to know what you think. Until next time, stay divine.